Alright, this video may be a bit confusing, but this is my own opinion. I'm just specializing that now. So, if you guys have a problem with my opinion, then I'm sorry. This video is going to be very interesting, so stick around. Hey guys, it's AJ, and welcome to my top 10 favorite games of 2016/2017. Now, I'm including 2017 and 2016 in this list because I feel like it's going to be rather interesting. And before I continue, no, this list will not include Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 is set for release February of 2018, which is a few months away. So I'm not including it on this list. This will be including games released in 2016 and 2017 only. I'll try to even it out as much as I can. So let's get started. Number 10, Sarah is Missing. Now, this game, when I first saw it, I was like, what? What is the concept here? It is an interesting game so far, and I actually find it pretty weird. It was in a year that was full of terrifying games, some of which have made this list. Now, games are still in development, but hey, I'll just focus on the main idea of the games. Number 9. Now, this is an obvious something. Outlast 2. Outlast 2 is basically a survival game. I'm pretty sure it's based off of the Five Nights at Freddy's games. So there may be one FNAF fan game on this list. So Outlast 2 is an interesting concept, but I don't know why it was even made. It's interesting. Number 8. Staying in 2017, Destiny 2. Destiny 2 looks very, very good. Even though I've never played Destiny at all. And it looks really good. The trailer, everything seems to be a bit better than Destiny 2006 and Destiny from 2014. It looks good. I actually find it really good. Number 7. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, if you don't know me, I'm a big Star Wars fan. And Star Wars Battlefront 1 was very disappointing. I found it terrible. I never played it, but everything looks so empty. And now the inclusion of all three sagas of the Star Wars, all three parts of the Star Wars saga. And there's a rumor that there will likely be Last Jedi characters, even though Last Jedi comes out in December. So, mark your calendars if you're a Star Wars fan. I honestly think that this game is going to be very interesting. Moving on. We are now at number 6, and number 6 is a game that is kinda in development that was suspected to be released this year. In fact, over the summer of this year. Hello Neighbor. Hello Neighbor is a very interesting indie game where you're basically a person who's new to the neighborhood, and you're suspicious about your neighbor, because your neighbor is being very suspicious. So you just investigate, blah, 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 blah. It's actually an interesting concept. I find it very good, but it is kind of confusing. Now we are to number 5. And we are going, like I said, there was going to be a big, a kind of Five Nights at Freddy's fan game in this list. So, number 5. Five Nights at Candy's 3. Now, honestly, this was a tough one, because Five Nights at Candy's 3, some people, if you looked at it, if you compared it to the Joy of Creation story mode, some people will choose Joy of Creation. I honestly think that the Joy of Creation is actually shit. Now, the Joy of Creation Reborn was very good, but Joy of Creation Story Mode is shit. And so far, Five Nights at Candy's 3 was very successful, very terrifying, and just a very good game overall. Number 4. Now, this game is probably going to get a lot of controversy because it was just a massive, weird game. But number 4. This is a game that's now on the next-gen consoles, Lego Worlds. This was released earlier this year, and I haven't played it because, of course, I have a 360. I don't have a next-gen console, but the game looks very good. It looks solid. It looks like you could have a lot of fun in it. And, of course, it's Lego, so who doesn't love Lego? Number 3. This one is pretty... It's pretty interesting. I know I didn't mention this one. Number 3. This one was kind of tough because I was stuck between this game and Resident Evil 7 for number 3. But anyway, number 3. Sister Location. You can't deny Sister Location was good. The scares were amazing. Like, this was one of the most terrifying Five Nights at Freddy's games ever. Ever. Except the fourth one was very terrifying too. And everything was perfect. Everything was crisp. And I felt like it was a very good aspect to this series. Number 2, Resident Evil 7. Big improvement from Resident Evil 6. And honestly, I found that it was actually better than Resident Evil 6. Because I hear that Resident Evil 6 was a terrible game. I may actually try to play it and see if it was a bad game. Okay, enough about that. Let's move on to number 1. Number 1! This one was pretty obvious. If you know me, I love me some Call of Duty. Call of Duty World War II. Going back to the roots of the COD franchise. And you can't say you don't love Call of Duty. A lot of people love Call of Duty. In fact, some people are first-person shooter fans because of Call of Duty. Some people say, oh, it could be because of Halo. Well, Halo Combat Evolved was... Halo's actually pretty good. But a lot of people nowadays like Call of Duty. I didn't include Battlefield on this one, because I thought that Battlefield 1 was actually pretty bad. And I did not include Infinite Warfare, because there's a lot of questions about Infinite Warfare. But, yeah. So, anyway, those are my top 10 games of 2016-2017. If you guys enjoyed them, definitely leave a like, favorite, and subscribe. And leave a comment down below for your top 10 games of 2016-2017. I'm sure probably a lot of you will not even include Sister Location. Alright, that's all from me. Bye.